Okay, morning. Welcome to Monday. Let's start with needles. They're not cool. I just came from the doctor. Look, still have it there. Yeah. And had to do some blood tests for a whole bunch of things. And the one specific one was my antibody, my COVID antibody test. So I think during early stage, before lockdown even, friends of mine came from Europe and we met with them. And I think I might have had COVID then. And I then, once or twice during lockdown, also I felt really shit. So yeah, maybe I had it. So there's a couple of countries that use your history of having had COVID as entry requirements. Not a requirement, as one of the ways. So if you don't have the vaccine, you can do that. So my doctor had a very interesting way of describing it now. He says, if you think of all the different like variations of COVID, right? So the first one, then the second peak and so on. If you think of them as family members, so you got John COVID and Sarah COVID and Andrew COVID. Okay, following me strong. So if I've had COVID, my body produces antibodies that then remembers the family. So whether it's John COVID or Sarah COVID or Karen COVID, fuck, that must be horrible. Karen COVID, imagine. So your body then produces antibodies for the whole family. So whichever COVID comes at you, your body's kind of ready for it, and you might get like a bit of a dip if you get it again, but otherwise you're cool. Whereas the vaccines at this stage is for one specific family member. So if you vaccine against John COVID, Karen COVID can still come and fuck you up. That's bad. Anyway, different story. But yeah, so I should hear in the next 24 hours, and this is, excuse me, that's not COVID, but it's one of the few times I actually kind of wish I did have it in the past, because then I've got a positive little exam thing I can say to the passport people, look, I've had it, and I can come in. So yeah, with needles. Oh no, I can't do needles, hey? Like, people say, yeah, but you have tattoos and stuff. It's different. You can't see them go in and out like this. But, like, this morning she drew, I think, 3 little vials of blood. Yeah. And, like, I don't watch. Like, I put my arm on a little pillow and it's very comfortable. Make a fist, do this, da 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 da. And then it's like, I look this way, because if I see a needle go into me, I will fall down. I will pass out right there. I can kind of half watch other people. That's fine. But yeah, I get this. Like, even just thinking about it, I get like this cold sweat thing happening. Sorry, breakfast at the same time. It's been a Russian morning. So that's bad. Made me think of a story. You ready? So many years ago, well, let's see if you can see this. Can you see this? Okay, so if you look at my hand over, you can't really see it on here. There's a scar here that runs up. So it goes from there all the way through. Okay? So, many years. Here's the picture. We're in the Masai Mara. It's amazing. We are close to the Tanzanian border. So our camp's about 5 minutes from the Purungat gate. 5 minutes further, you're on the Kenya-Tanzania border, which is pretty cool. So we're down there and watching cheetahs and this. And as you do in the Mara, you have drinks in the vehicle. You don't necessarily do a drink stop like in Southern Africa. It's a different system. You pack the cooler box in the car and you kind of drink on the go. So on this particular day, I'm driving with James, one of our drivers. Those of you that have been will know him. So I'm sitting he's sitting in the front. Behind him is Ida, Jono, my business partner's wife. I'm next to her, and in the back, there's a father and son team. Fabulous people. So we have this amazing vehicle, lots of energy and stuff. So we leave in the afternoon after high tea. We drive down to the border. We watch his cheetahs. No, I lied. This was midday, actually. I lied to you. It's midday. We went did a full drive, and you'll know now why. So, so we're driving, and after the sighting, we're driving up back north now to go to the river to look for crossings, right? And guys, can I get you a drink? Absolutely. So these two at the back have been drinking wine. Ida also enjoys a wine. So we have like the glasses there. So I take the bottle from the cooler box, this wine bottle. So I take this wine bottle, I put it on. James, where's the opener? I never mind, I've got it. So I've got a Leatherman, right? I don't have the Leatherman with me here now, but it's got a knife with a little hook on it. Yeah? Which you normally would like cut fishing wire or something with. Anyway, I have opened in my time as a guide more than 1,214 bottles of wine with my Leatherman. Okay. Anyway, so on a particular day, we're talking, we're chatting, we're off site. So I sit back and I take my bottle of wine and I put it between my legs. I take this knife, I push it in, and then I would twist, and normally I would just pull the cork out. It doesn't want to get a bit sticky. So then I'll show you. So I now take the bottle like this. I'm holding the bottle and I pull. This thing slips or slides. And as I come up, I hook myself here and I cut all the way through. Okay, so there's blood everywhere. So I put my hand out the window. It's dripping. It was very dramatic with the tattoo. It's like, so my hand's out the window. There's blood everywhere. I'm like, James, but I stay calm because I'm a calm person. James, please give me a rag. So he's like, oh, what? Next to his head in the car, there's a first aid kit. He goes under the seat and gives me some oil-soaked fucking piece of thing they do the engines with. James, not going to work. Anyway, so Ida gives me, I think, one of the serviettes, like a material serviette. Wrap it up. Now I'm sitting here like this. I'll role play it for you. So after I got my hand kind of wrapped up like this, pouring blood. So now what do? You're in the Masamara. You are, if you get on a plane right now, immediately, it's about 45 minutes. And there's all the blood. It's a lot. Anyway, okay, what do? Listen, the only civilization in that part would be Serena, the lodge, which is, if you look at the Mara Triangle, halfway from north to south on the river. So closest big one, let's go there. Cool. I drive like this, there's just blood coming. Now, I'm thinking, okay, cool. Am I going to bleed out? Like somewhere in the Mara, or anyway, so we drive. So we arranged with Jono's vehicle. He had his daughter with him, Erin. At the time, she must have been about 12 or 13. So we arranged that our vehicles come together. I will go with them so that and we can carry on so that the guests can go and do their game viewing. Right? This is cool. Anyway, hold that thought. Forgot about this story. The stuff we get up to. Stuff I can't even tell you. So we drive, we get to Serena, we go to the main lodge. Can they help us? Yeah, they've got the first aid kit and stuff. I said, no. This ain't first aid kit material. We need something more serious. Have you got a doctor? Yes, they do. At the staff village for the staff. Cool. Go back there. Hi, where's the doctor? Oh no, Brian is his name. Dr. Brian's on his way. Go to his waiting area. Nice little consulting room, I suppose. Sit there, blood running. Jono, who's very aware of my thing for needles, keep that in mind, and his daughter. So we come in, and Dr. Brian, nice chap, comes in. Talk, what happened? No, I basically cut my thumb off, which I almost did. I mean, if it was like 1 centimeter to the side, that tendon would have been gone. But look, I can still use it. I'm good. It actually looks pretty as well. So anyway, so we go, and I put my hand on this thing, right? I can't look there because now he first has to inject all the way around to dull the area. I'm over here. Jono proceeds to narrate the whole thing for me in detail. I'm like, not good, don't do that. Erin is taking pictures. She's with her phone up close taking pictures like everything. Okay, cool. Gerry's over here. So anyway, eventually it's like half dead and he's like poking it. So I look and it's like one of those wounds that does this. Yeah? I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die in Kenya. So anyway, so he goes back and he goes to fetch the stitching material. Now, Dr. Brian, thank you for your help, but I think that the stuff he used to stitch up my hand is what they normally use to like stitch elephants closed or something. Holy shit. Anyway, so he goes to work. So my hand's here. So it feels like this, and my hand's being jerked as he's now kind of putting this stuff through my hand, giving me stitches. I think it was about 6 all the way up. So Jono keeps on narrating this for me, which is just not great for me. Erin takes pictures and then comes to show me, look what they're doing. I'm like, leave it alone. Anyway, so I get stitched up in at Serena, back on drive, off we go. So now I've got these stitches in, and he bandaged me up, so my hand was like yay big. So back on drive. As it happened, so I was there for 2 weeks in the Mara. So as it happened, I had to fly back to South Africa 2 days later to come and present for Nikon South Africa here, do like a presentation, full day for the event we did, and then I would fly back. So 2 days, so every evening in my tent, I would open this thing up and I would look at this. Now, how do I explain this to you in a nice way? You know, if you try and fix something and you got to put two pieces together like this, but now it's overlapped and get where I'm going? Anyway, so I look at this thing and I'm thinking, fuck, this guy did a good job. But what do I know? Maybe it'll grow better. So 3 days I take care of this thing. I put the ointment on and stuff, and it's actually just not bad. I can use it and help guests use their cameras or whatever. So I fly to South Africa, and the morning before I go into the Nikon presentation, I phone my doctor. This guy I saw this morning, and I said, listen, can I come and see you quickly, please? Yeah, sure, cool. So I come in, and I tell him the story, short version. I basically slice my finger off with the Leatherman. This dude who normally works on buffalo and elephants has stitched me up. No disrespect, Brian, just a joke. Can you just maybe have a look at this? Okay. So I put my hand out and he starts unwrapping it. Now, this doctor, I've been going to him since I was like this big. Yeah. And he's always calm. He's the most phenomenal guy. So I'm watching his face as he's unwrapping my hand like this. Yeah. And as he opens the last one, you can check he's like, there's that moment of what the fuck am I looking at? Anyway, so he says, they stitched this. I said, do what you need to do. Anyway, so he removed all but one of the stitches, stitched two back in new ones, and then put those what they call the steri strip, that little sticker that pulls it together, put those on. Anyway, all of this involved a lot of needles, and that's why I told you the story. So anyway, I'm getting results tomorrow. I will let you guys know if I have the antibodies for me to travel easily, which is nice. In the office, got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of email and internet stuff today, like upload things and catch ups and stuff. Training this afternoon is either legs, but I did heavy clean and jerks over the weekend, so probably legs or then shoulders. We'll see. Yeah, don't know what else, eh? I've been loving those Q&As on Instagram. It is such an easy way to produce content, and it's such a nice way for me to share about me. And the one question this week, and we're going to wrap with this, is someone said, do I ever want to take a break from social media? And I'm like, but you know what? I don't think of it in those terms, because if you think about it, I want to now take a break, or this is too much, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. So my analogy there was, you know what? I train. I'm into fitness, always have been, always will be. It's a thing that I do all day, not all day, but every day. And there would come a time when I'm like tired. I'm like, oh, not today. I'm just going to take a couple of days off. I don't think of it in terms as taking a break from my training. I just think of it as I need a break, so I'm going to just not do it. I don't have to do it, but I like doing it. And social is the same for me. I do it because I like it. Like the different creative way of expressing myself, answering the questions that people have been asking is amazing. Like they'll ask a question from South Africa. It makes me think, ooh, what do I say? Let me go and find a cool picture, put it up, share it out. I've really enjoyed that process. I am not, and I think this is where people make the problem. People think of social as work, and they go on there to try and do one of the following things. Get free stuff. Be an influencer. Try and create a version of them that they are not. People are doing it for the wrong fucking reason. They want to get as much likes as they can in order for some brand to say, oh, you're amazing. Please, here, have this coffee and talk about it. We'll give you one for free. We won't pay you, but you can have a coffee. No. So I'm on there because I like it. Social media is still social. It should still be social. So do I need to go and check? It might still be up now. Do I take a break from social? When I want to. Like, if I wake up in the morning, I don't want to post, I won't post. I'm not going to fucking grind myself to the balls to post because I have to. No. I actually do this for me. If it adds value to people, that's amazing. If you guys enjoy it, that's amazing. But I do it for my own enjoyment. And I think being quite busy, head-wise, and there's a creative side, it's a nice way of me to just kind of engage. And it's almost like, if you think of someone's head as having a lot of static energy, it's like busy, that kind of interaction and the stuff that I do just almost like opens, and it just releases that a little bit. It's a thing for me. But over the weekends, like, I'm not going to say, ooh, I'm taking this weekend off, I won't post. If I just don't post, I'm not going to post. Simple as that. because that's how I see it. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling. Let me go get to work. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Question for the day. What do we do this? Let's try this. So my thing is needles. There's a name for it. I can't. I put it on my story this morning, but there's a name for it. The fear of needles in a medical procedure. Medically speaking, what is your biggest, not fear? Hang on. Let me re-ask that. Question for the day. What procedure or like event, like a needle, are you most scared of medically? Let's see. That could be interesting. Mine's needles. I don't care where they put that thing. I don't want it. Okay, enough. I'm going to go. Guys, have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Gerry from Walt and I. Bye.